Man, listen, Shedeur is, we talked about it, Earl. He's talented. Like, he has all the talent and the ability you want. He has the leadership qualities you need.
And he is exactly right. That's why it was really a mistake.
You know, Shedeur, hey, he looks really good. It would be awesome to have him. He lied to me.
A fifth-round rookie just broke the NFL's business model, and he hasn't even touched the field. While most players wait years to earn respect, Shadeur Sanders skipped the line, flipped the script, and walked straight into a $15 million payday, all from jersey sales alone. No viral gimmick, no Super Bowl ring, just pure belief from fans who saw through the noise and bet on the one name the league tried to overlook. This isn't hype, it's a power shift. And if you're still thinking Shedeur is just Deion's son, you're already behind.
That Shadeur Sanders, over the course of the next 10 months, will be the starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns.
Shedeur Sanders didn't just enter the NFL, he detonated it. Before taking a single snap, the fifth-round rookie quarterback cashed a jaw-dropping $15 million from jersey commissions alone. That's not hype, that's real money, built on $250 million worth of total jersey sales, a number that rivals the annual merchandise sales of entire franchises. For context, many starting quarterbacks don't earn that much in base salary across multiple seasons. Yet Sanders did it with a single product drop. What's even more shocking is how early it all happened. Most rookies wait months, sometimes years, for their jerseys to even be listed. But the NFL and Fanatics made Sanders gear front and center, available before training camp, before official depth charts, and long before any preseason buzz. Why? Because the league could feel the cultural pull. Fans weren't just buying Cleveland Browns jerseys, they were buying Shedeur Sanders.
There's some backlash from you putting yourself out there, but will you embrace it?
This isn't an overnight viral moment. It's a movement. Sanders' jersey became a statement of belief, of cultural pride, and of ownership. Even non-Browns fans are rocking his name on their backs. The message is clear. The culture speaks, and Shedeur Sanders sells. Shedeur Sanders isn't just a quarterback. He's a cultural force. For years, doubters claimed he was only hyped because of his legendary father, Deion Sanders. Scouts labeled him unpolished, and analysts dismissed his NFL readiness. But the fans saw something different. They witnessed his work ethic in private workouts, his poise in pressure situations, and his ability to lead both on and off the field.
He's John Elway. I don't think he's Peyton Manning or even Eli, but I think he's the best quarterback they have, and it'll just take him time. And I think he's a good kid.
This isn't simply about sports. It's about representation and ownership. Many fans, particularly black fans, see Sanders as more than an athlete. One fan summed it up perfectly. You all say support black business? Then we all need to be buying this jersey. Buying Shedeur's jersey isn't just showing support. It's casting a vote, saying we believe in black quarterbacks and we don't need permission to celebrate one of our own. The culture has rallied around Shedeur, creating a wave of loyalty that transcends team boundaries. Raiders fans, Steelers fans, even lifelong Cowboys fans are openly saying they'll tune into Browns games just for him. This isn't hype, it's conviction. And it's forcing the NFL to recognize that Shedeur Sanders represents something much larger than football.
My expectations have absolutely changed. Absolutely. My expectations have changed.
Most rookies in the NFL spend their first few years grinding just to prove they belong. They live off modest rookie salaries, hope for signing bonuses, and pray to avoid being cut before they see real financial success. Shedeur Sanders has flipped that formula completely. Without even taking a snap, he's already earned more than many starting quarterbacks. Not from a contract, but from building a brand that the league couldn't ignore. With $250 million in jersey sales, generating $15 million in personal earnings, Shedeur has effectively rewritten what it means to be a rookie. His impact isn't tied to his draft position or preseason stats. It's rooted in his ability to command attention and inspire belief. While other rookies drafted ahead of him still wait for their names to make headlines, Shedeur is already a household name.
I think the different level of why he's so marketable is because he pulls up in these little regular spots and just be showing love.
What's more impressive is that he's done all this while being fourth on the Browns depth chart. He hasn't earned first-team reps yet. But the market says otherwise. Fans have already crowned him as the future. Shedeur isn't just breaking into the league. He's breaking the rules of how rookies make an impact. Shadeur Sanders' rise goes far beyond touchdowns and highlight reels. It's cultural. Fans aren't just buying Browns jerseys. They're buying Shedeur Sanders. For many, it's not even about the team. One fan said it best. I'm not a Browns fan. I'm a Shedeur Sanders fan. That kind of loyalty is rare in sports and speaks to a deeper connection. One that transcends wins and losses.
The more leverage in every walk of life.
For Black fans especially, Shedeur represents something larger. His jersey has become a symbol of representation, pride, and ownership. One fan summed it up perfectly. Y'all say support Black business, then we all need to be buying this jersey. Supporting Shedeur isn't just about backing a young quarterback. It's about standing behind a figure who reflects hard work, confidence, and cultural pride. Even fans of rival teams are paying attention. Lifelong Raider and Cowboys fans are tuning into Browns games just to see Shedeur. That's not hype. That's a movement. His brand isn't built on flashy media campaigns. It's built on authenticity and connection. When fans see Shedeur, they see someone who looks like them, speaks for them, and shows love in everyday places.
99% of the online scrutiny is because of my dad. And he is exactly right. That's why it was really a mistake.
The surge of support behind Shedeur Sanders isn't just impressive, it's a takeover. Fans didn't wait for ESPN highlights or preseason stats. They saw the clips from Cleveland workouts, the behind-the-scenes grind, and made up their minds long before training camp began. Jerseys were flying off the shelves before depth charts were even released. One fan even said, "Once camp starts, you will get the chance," knowing how fast Shedeur's gear would sell out. This isn't your typical rookie hype. It's conviction. Fans aren't just hoping he succeeds. They believe he will, because they've seen the evidence with their own eyes. His poise, work ethic, and authenticity have inspired a fan base that isn't tied to a franchise, but to the player himself.
Not get the same opportunity that those higher drafted than you get, and you do not get the same opportunity that those that have been in the league.
For many, buying his jersey isn't just about football. It's about being part of a cultural shift, a vote of confidence, a statement of belief, and a show of support for a new era of quarterbacks who aren't waiting for traditional validation. Shedeur's movement is fueled by fans who see themselves in him, and that loyalty is louder than any analyst or draft ranking. The NFL doesn't usually tip its hand when it comes to rookies, especially fifth-rounders. But with Shedeur Sanders, the league made an exception, and that speaks volumes. His jersey didn't just appear on Fanatics, it was front and center, available before training camp, before depth charts, and before a single official snap. That kind of early push doesn't happen by accident. It's the league quietly saying, "We know he's box office."
Shedeur Sanders is fourth on the depth chart, not because he's the fourth most talented, because of where he was drafted. Hence why Shedeur is still yet to get first-team reps.
Behind the scenes, the NFL and Fanatics saw the numbers long before the media caught on. They recognized Shedeur's unique pull, not just as a player, but as a brand. Other rookies drafted ahead of him, like Dillon Gabriel, couldn't even get a jersey listed. But Shedeur's was already live, a clear sign that the league was betting on his cultural impact and the money that would follow. This is more than marketing. It's the NFL acknowledging that Shedeur Sanders isn't just another rookie. He's a movement. His name and story are bigger than draft positions, and the league is smart enough to follow the culture where it's already heading.
But I have said this over and over, and I will repeat it. Dads, stop talking. Nobody cares.
Shedeur Sanders' rise is no longer just about the Cleveland Browns. It's about a movement that transcends team colors and city borders. Fans aren't simply supporting a franchise. They're rallying around a player who represents confidence, culture, and change. One fan put it perfectly. I'm not a Browns fan. I'm a Shedeur Sanders fan. That statement speaks volumes about the magnetic energy surrounding him. What's happening with Shedeur is bigger than football. His jersey isn't just merchandise. It's a cultural symbol. For many, it represents pride, representation, and ownership of a narrative that the mainstream sports world often overlooks. Black fans, in particular, see him as a beacon of possibility and empowerment. Buying a Shedeur Sanders jersey isn't just about repping a player. It's about supporting a legacy, a story, and a moment in history that feels bigger than the game itself.
I think he out there just comfortable and being like, man, listen, I'm out here just putting work in and I'm gonna get my opportunity. But believe me, even if you were a detractor, that's cool. I'm gonna win people over, but I'm still a Cleveland Brown.
Even lifelong fans of other teams, Raiders, Cowboys, Steelers, are checking in on the Browns just to watch him. And if the Browns don't capitalize on his momentum, these fans will follow him wherever he goes. Because Shedeur Sanders isn't just playing football, he's redefining what it means to be a star athlete in the modern NFL. Shedeur Sanders is sparking what could be the start of a quarterback revolution. For years, the NFL has clung to traditional molds: height, arm strength, pedigree, and draft position as the primary factors in defining a franchise quarterback. But Shedeur is rewriting that script. A fifth-round pick with doubters at every corner, he's already outperforming expectations before stepping onto the field, not through hype alone, but through undeniable cultural and financial impact.
I believe that Shedeur is more talented than Dylan Gabriel. I believe he's more talented than Kenny Pickett.
His $250 million jersey sales and $15 million personal earnings send a clear message. The fans decide who the stars are, not draft analysts or outdated scouting reports. While first-round rookies are still trying to prove themselves, Shedeur's brand and influence have already placed him in the spotlight. He's proving that authenticity, connection with fans, and relentless work ethic can be just as powerful as a top draft grade. If Shedeur balls out during training camp and preseason, it will shake the NFL to its core. Teams will have to reevaluate how they value leadership, personality, and cultural presence. This isn't just about Shedeur Sanders becoming a starter. It's about changing the entire quarterback conversation.
This is a cautionary tale.
This isn't just Shedeur Sanders' moment. It's a movement. What started as a wave of fan support has turned into a cultural phenomenon, redefining how athletes build power and influence in the NFL. Shedeur's success isn't rooted in luck or hype from his father's name. It's the result of smart branding, relentless preparation, and authentic connection with his fan base. The numbers don't lie. $250 million in jersey sales and $15 million in personal earnings prove that he's more than a promising rookie. He's a cultural force. As training camp begins on July 25th, the pressure shifts to the Cleveland Browns. Can they afford to keep the league's most talked about rookie quarterback on the sidelines? Every rep he takes, every preseason snap will be under the microscope, not just by fans, but by the league and media, who can no longer ignore the Shedeur effect. But here's the truth. The fans aren't waiting for validation. They've already invested financially and emotionally in Shedeur Sanders. Whether he starts for Cleveland or finds success elsewhere, this movement will follow him. Because this isn't just about football. This is about a new era where the culture decides the stars, and Shedeur Sanders is leading the charge.